What is Rama Rajya? A land with prosperity, good governance, justice, and morality. So, safety and kindness is guaranteed. But today, in the same land where Rama was born, Rama has ruled, Rama is worshipped. People loot in his mandira itself. Forget freedom and respect for women. They are not safe even in the daylight. Because we wear the bold tag of Rama, still our hearts are ruled by Ravana. If we continue with this false identity without really leaving the morals of Rama, have we even imagined the outcome? Are we even aware how we are picturizing Rama for our children? That Rama whose glories are sung across the world for his conduct, don't you think we are reducing him to mere deity? Don't you feel like our land, water, and trees, we just worship and end up destroying the same? So it's high time we come out of our blind worship but actually understand him. But the biggest problem is there are more than 300 known versions of Ramayana. And some of these completely contradict our knowledge. You don't believe if I say there is an Islamized Malaysian version of Ramayana. As we know, Rama is the elder brother of Lakshmana, right? But in this version, Lakshmana is the elder brother, not Rama. But the strange thing is, Rama and Sita are transformed into monkeys and gave birth to Hanuman. In the Laos version also, the story is similar. Here Rama eats a magical banyan fruit and becomes a monkey. He married another monkey and the result is same. Hanuman was born as his son. But here something is more shocking. Rama is not ekapatni vratastha. He marries multiple times. If this version has scrambled the image of Sri Rama, hold on for a second. The Thailand version, Ramakien, takes a different turn altogether. It completely shatters the image of Hanuman. Here, Hanuman is not a brahmachari at all. Instead, he is portrayed as a flirtatious warrior, especially in one of the episodes. You'll be shocked to hear this. He took the form of Ravana to sleep with Mandodari. Actually, when I read this, I was in a confusion. Should I laugh or cry? But the next stories are even more shocking. In Buddhist Daśaratha Jātaka, Sita is the sister of Rama and Lakshmana. Unimaginable. But according to this Jataka, Sita was made Rama's queen consort when they are back from exile. There are many such variations across the world and across traditions. But these differences are not just limited to outside India. Actually, even within India, there are several well-known retellings. In the Adhyātma Ramayana, real Sita was never abducted. The Chaya Sita was abducted by Ravana. The real Sita reappears during the Agni Pariksha after the war was over. And this concept of shadow Sita is also present in Tulsidas Ramacharitamanasa. But along with that, he explains beautifully how a devotee should love and surrender to Sri Rama. The Adbhuta Ramayana takes an entirely different approach. Sita Devi is portrayed as the supreme goddess, the very embodiment of Adipara Shakti. And the final villain here is not the 10-headed Ravana we usually know. Instead, Sahasra Ravana, the 1,000-headed with 2,000 arms. Ultimately, it is Sita herself in fierce form Mahakali who destroyed this Ravana. These are just a few examples. Across India and world, The Ramayana has been retold through countless traditions and various storytellings. And of course, many stories are adapted to suit local cultures and beliefs. Yet, despite all these variations, they served one remarkable purpose. They kept the spirit of Rama alive across civilizations. For that great deed, every one of these traditions deserves a great respect. Though all these versions are important, it is even more important to know what is the original story. That is Valmiki Ramayana. In the upcoming few months, in the Kathamandira, we will present you the Valmiki Ramayana, faithful to the original version.
Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Valmiki Ramayana holds a very special place in the Sanatana tradition. It is classified as Itihasa. Itihasa, in simple language, it is history. But as per Sanatana tradition, it is something more. It is narrative of past events, simultaneously teaching the four goals of human life. That is, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Actually, Ramayana narrates the history of real royal lineages, such as Ikshvaku and Suryavamsha dynasties. The story unfolds across the currently identifiable geographical and cultural regions, such as Ayodhya, Dandakaranya, Kishkinda, and Lanka, Koshala or Mithila. Many people may argue, even though the place names and the lineages are matching, it may be a coincidence, or the poet might have used the existing place names to narrate his own story. So, what is the clear evidence that the Ramayana actually happened? Well, today we live in a time where we instantly look for scientific research and archaeological evidences. Otherwise, we don't believe. Many people firmly declare there is no conclusive evidence for Ramayana. The events listed are not in line with any scientific research. Therefore, it must be a myth. But is that really how science works? Just 300 years ago, the idea of humans flying through skies seemed like pure fantasy. Around 150 years ago, radio and television existed only in the imagination. Even a few decades ago, who could have predicted the device in our pockets would connect the entire world? Now assume, suppose a global catastrophe wipes out almost all human civilizations except a few isolated islands. A few hundred years later, future archaeologists discover only fragments of current world, aeroplanes, satellites, smartphones, and artificial intelligence. Without enough evidence, wouldn't these sound like fairy tales too? Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. To claim that something never existed, we would also need evidence for that claim. When the available evidence is incomplete, the most honest and scientific answer is simply, we don't know yet. With that mindset, I believe we should first try to understand the Ramayana on its own term as it was originally written. Let us not force it to fit our present day understanding of the world. Then comes the next obvious questions. How do we explain Hanuman lifting the mountain, Ravana having 10 heads, or the Pushpaka Vimana? Again, at least for now, we simply don't know. In fact, researchers have spent decades studying the geographical and archaeological aspects related to Ramayana. Together, they present a fascinating body of evidence. But the thing is, we need to have an open mind. I highly recommend reading the remarkable project by Ayodhya Research Institute called The Global Encyclopedia of Ramayana. Archaeologists and researchers from around 26 countries contributed to this massive project. There is one more problem. We need to also think, what if the writings is tampered over the years? What if someone have altered the parts of it? That's where Sanatana scriptures stands apart. See, in Valmiki Ramayana there are 7 khandas, more than 500 sargas, 24,000 shlokas in it. Do you know what is truly remarkable? Almost the entire epic is composed in a single poetic meter called Anustubh Chandas. Almost every verse is built with extraordinary precision. 4 padas, each containing 8 syllables, making a total of 32 syllables per shloka. If you change even a single word, the chandas will break. But the brilliance doesn't end here. The 24,000 shlokas mirrors the 24 syllables of Gayatri Mantra. First syllable of every 1000 shloka is the syllable of Gayatri Mantra. These 24 selected verses together are revered as Gayatri Ramayana. Also, Valmiki Ramayana has influenced many other Mahakavyas like Mahabharata. Maharshi Vedavyasa has praised the story of Rama in Mahabharata, explaining his glory. For all these reasons, there is a special importance for this epic in Sanatana Dharma. One important thing, the word dharma I mentioned now is that dharma which Rama lived and which Krishna taught to Arjuna. It is completely different than the word religion in today's understanding. So, if we understand the difference between dharma and dharma, the world will be better place. We are Kathamandira, the temple of Puranic stories.